Starting the Blood of Dawnwalker. There we go.
My name is Dominika.
Audio.
I'm the community and social media lead here at Rebel Wolves, and I am joined today by my friend
Okay.
a content creator, streamer, and a long-time RPG fan, also known as Lionheart.
Thank you so much.
Lionheart, unfortunately, I've never heard of you, my guy.
To be here live in the Rebel Wolves studio. The game's actually being made here, right?
Okay.
So we have 120 super talented people working on the game, and many.
I'm very interested to see how this game is, dude.
Right now, live.
Like, for real.
Watch party. So huge shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
You can't blame them for being excited. I mean, this is
Increase this a little bit.
Massive night for the Rebel Wolves team, and for it to come under a full wolf moon.
Yeah,
it's the perfect
that's
time for this reveal.
yeah, a full wolf
We're so
moon.
excited to see all
That's
of
good.
you guys and gals joining us on Twitch. We know time zones are tricky. So
Yes, time zones are really bad.
Those of you who had to get up early or those staying up late just to be here, we really appreciate that.
Yes, and a very warm welcome as well to all of the streamers who've decided to co-stream this event live
Yep.
to their own community.
Yep, let's
I
go.
can't wait to see all of your reactions later on.
This is gonna be good.
Definitely. Now, many of you have been asking us about what's been going on behind our doors, and we have great news. The wait is finally over, and we are ready to unveil what we have been cooking up for the past.
What you been cooking?
years.
What you been cooking,
That's right.
dude?
There's so many exciting announcements to come through the rest of this event. So
I don't know how you know how long this event is.
now, Dominika, I think we should probably start at the very beginning. What is the Blood of Dawnwalker?
Yes, what is
Blood of
this?
Dawnwalker is the first chapter of a brand new role-playing saga. It's a dark fantasy, narrative-driven,
Okay.
epic adventure.
Ooh,
set
dark
in
fantasy?
Middle Europe with a supernatural twist.
Okay.
Our
That's some new.
aim for this game is to create a truly unique experience for you guys. A game that we have been dreaming about.
That sounds like my kind of game, I'm going to be honest. There are so many things to come tonight, and I know everyone here is really excited to share this all.
Yeah, we
for
are.
the very first time. But for everyone at home, you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean for us? Well, you're going to hear more about the world,
World
more about
building,
the lore,
gameplay,
and for the
lore.
very first time, you're going to see the full CGI trailer for the game as well.
Oh.
It's not just any trailer, right?
It's not just
It's all
some random
gameplay,
trailer.
in-engine.
It's actually the game's opening, setting up the stage for the
Oh.
whole game. It shows this one
So are they-
moment in history.
So are they not
where the
showing
world
actual
changes
gameplay?
forever.
That's what we need to know.
Wow. I can't wait to see how well the community does poring over every second of this trailer. In the reveal campaign so far, they've been incredible.
Oh yes.
I bet they have.
Tell me about it. Discord, you guys are mind-blowing.
The Discord have been incredible, but soon we're going to throw it over to a bunch of the devs, and you're going to dive further into the world of Dawnwalker. You're going to learn more about the characters, the lore.
Man, this is a lot of build-up, man.
Then
You
we'll
know,
weave in a few
it's a
songs
lot
as
of
well,
build-up.
which should really help set the mood for the game itself. I've been listening to them non-stop, and they are incredible, right?
Like, for
Lastly,
real.
Make sure you stick around all the way through, because we also have a very brief but very real gameplay teaser as well.
Oh,
Yes, and
so
it is an
see,
actual look at the
that
state of the game
that right there is
as
what
it
people
is
don't like. They actually
right
need to see
now,
the official
straight
game.
from the engine. And in the meantime, we will be checking up on your comments, so make sure to drop all your thoughts or your impressions.
Yeah,
in the chat.
okay.
My teammates, MJ and Mati, are already there with you. And
I'm interested to see the actual gameplay.
And
Like,
this is
you
it.
can talk all you want, but gameplay is what matters.
Let's get into the mood with some music, and let's hear from our game director, Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, and our narrative director, Jakub Szamałek, who will tell you about how it all began.
That's right,
All
folks.
right.
The time has finally come. Sit back, relax, and get ready to experience the world created by Rebel Wolves.
Ah, in engine, baby. Oh no, this is the actual trailer for the bringing out the dev team. Or am I wrong? That cello, that's some good music.
I felt that there is a huge space for innovation and for evolution in the open world RPGs.
Okay.
And to achieve that, you need to have independence and artistic freedom. And sometimes you need to make hard and risky decisions.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And the
people
best way to do that
making
is
risky
to
decisions for
open your own
games
company
lately.
and
A
to
lot
make
of
your
risky
own
ones.
choices. Do you remember the second Fallout from '98?
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite games ever.
Ooh,
and I
wait a
was
minute.
so excited when you use that as a point of reference because for some time now I've been aching to
Fallout 2?
return to the promise and the value of old school computer RPGs, and to combine it with modern graphics, with bleeding edge tech, with a dynamic, fast-paced combat, merge these two together and see what comes out.
Exactly.
Okay.
And of course,
That's
we
very
want to
interesting.
do
You said
this
Fallout 2.
apocalyptic game, but what was really interesting in the second Fallout is the freedom. You could do there whatever you want. You exit the vault, you have the clear goal in front of you.
Baldur's
You
Gate
don't have
3-esque.
the main quest which telling you, okay.
But
right now
specifically
do that,
Fallout 2.
next
Because I
do
played
that.
Fallout 2
You
a long
just,
time ago. I never
like,
beat
you
it.
know, shape
Never
your
beat
own
it.
story. And
But that's...
you build your own experience.
Keep an eye on that.
And this is like the total freedom in the games.
Yeah, and as a writer, this is something that excites me about the games the most. The choices, the freedom, non-linearities, and I think this is something that's truly unique to video games. Like, you can't emulate that in any other medium. So I'm so glad that we're making a game that sets out to explore that space and see what new is to be done there. So that's great.
Also, if you will add to that the sense of urgency, the time, which actually is not really explored in the video games, and day and night loop, it would be really interesting because it will make the game different.
Yeah, no, I get that because the sense of urgency is so important in the context of open world RPGs where players can...
I'm just trying to get... My bad, I'm quiet. I'm just trying to get a good feel of what they're actually talking about here.
Make sure that they remain invested, that they remain at the edge of their seats is so important. And
Yeah, that's very difficult to do in games, to keep people actually impacted.
And if you will add to that...
Look at these lens flares.
Hero, who have the different loop at day and different loop at the night, it makes the game really unique.
Huh. This Elder Scrolls-esque building. This Skyrim. Not Skyrim, but these Oblivion building looking style. Chain and Hall looking like... for Ash. Oh, it is in trailer. Bandai Namco. Rebel Wolves. So, let's check this out. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Somewhere in Capathenias. Ooh, this is gonna be dark, bro. Must be here somewhere. Old English. Oh, you hear that music? This is clearly a Witcher style music style. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't hurt her.
Oh.
You gave us quite the chase, young. Please, sir.
Uh-oh.
Just a child.
Oh, they gonna...
Roderick, remind me. Did I make an exception for children?
Did I make an exception for children?
No. That would have been foolish.
Oh, God.
Not. They spread the plague just as well as adults. And there's only one way to...
Oh, this ain't gonna be good, man. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon, things might...
A werewolf. Vampire? What is it? Oh. Dude, what are they? Just get beat. Yo, that's kind of dope. Ooh, get him. Oh, dude, they get dusted up. Yo.
Lunka.
She's turning right into him too. It's like we have more. Oh no. The stats on the back wall.
Sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through.
They're not eventful. It's a will taker. Watch.
Please.
Wait, what? Oh no. He's turning her into him.
I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley.
Oh snap.
Famine. Killing.
Oh.
Blood spilt carelessly, like water.
Is he the king? Or is he the captain?
Things will be different now.
Oh boy, he ripping you to shreds. Oh.
For all of you.
So he's the decider. The world needs what it fears. Okay. The Blood of Dawnwalker. So is it the choices are gonna matter?
So the game takes place 2
That's
years
dope.
after the events shown in the intro, and this is just the beginning of a greater saga we were planning. So we get to meet the character at the beginning.
That's
of
a
the
fresh
adventure,
jacket dude on the right got,
and
man. That's a cool ass jacket.
Coen in general is so much fun to write and flesh out because he's not your typical game protagonist. He's not a grizzled veteran who's seen it all, who is
Yeah, he's just a
cynical about
dude.
the world, who comments the world with like one-liners. He's a young guy
Mm-hmm.
who, at heart, is emotional. He can get vulnerable. He's honest about how he feels.
What I love in Coen is that he'll be never a superhero. He'll be never overpowered. At the day, he, as a human, he can fight with a sword. He can use and discover dark magic, but he can be killed by anyone.
Okay.
At the night, he encountered a lot more difficult enemies. He can use some vampiric abilities, not only in combat, but also he can use it to explore the world and to see the world.
I gotta see this gameplay. This
And
sounds
you
very intriguing.
need all these cool superpowers.
That's
because
very
you face
intriguing.
Formidable enemies.
Magical
These are
traversal.
vampires who decided to take over the world, turn it upside down.
So they are
and set
vampires.
rules. And they are
Okay.
led by this super
Confirmation.
old and immensely powerful vampire called Brensis.
Princess.
Our game is set in 14th century Europe, and it's a world in deep crisis. First, the continent has been ravaged.
You know, that's freaking
by
funny. I'm actually wearing a
wars
Fallout shirt
and
as well.
now famine.
That's a coincidence.
And all the while, vampires have been watching from the shadows.
Yeah, this is live, by the way, so
waiting for
I
the
didn't
moment
plan
to
none of
strike.
this.
And finally, when humanity is at its lowest, they come out of the shadows, they overthrow the
It just now
citizens,
clicked in my head.
and they move into their castles.
That's a real castle. Dude, this music, man, it's...
Vampires ruling the world is not necessarily
Man,
a
it's
bad
so
thing.
good.
Feudal lords in that time killed the whole villages to prevent, the plague. And the vampires, they defend Coen and his sister. They even healed Lunka. And, I know that people need to pay taxes.
If you heal Lunka, does that mean Lunka is gonna be
Cost of safe and good life.
one of them,
Today,
or
I'd say that
that's just
vampires,
a
neighbors
deviation
and
of trying to say, hey, you can make your own
And
choices?
sure, they protect
That's what I
the
don't
people in the
understand.
valley where the game takes place,
But if it's like
they
Fallout
see
2,
them
your
as
choices
captives,
matter.
so
You
they
see what I'm
protect
saying?
them to then
I don't
lead
know.
them and ultimately kill them. And the blood tax you mentioned, it's taken from everyone, the frail, the weak, the old. Each week they have to convene at the church for a blood mass. So for some people, that's deeply traumatizing, or might even end up in them dying.
So is this coming out this
So in the
year?
end, I'd say the balance
Yeah, heck, if it
more
is
or
coming
less
out,
equal.
well,
And that's something that
this
I
year's stacked in
actually
games. I don't
love
know
about setting the
if we're
story.
ever going to be
Nothing is
fully
so
immersed in it.
nothing
You
is
know what I'm
just
saying? There's a
live,
lot of
it's
stuff coming
told.
out.
And you have to decide for yourself, like, what do I think is the right choice? What is the path I want to take? And what is the path I want to avoid? And ultimately, Coen's family ends up in the dungeons of the Vampire Lord.
Okay.
And even as Coen is trying to free them, he will meet people who still support the regime.
It's even more challenging.
Dang, because I don't know if I want to support the vampires or support the actual people.
Save his family. In most games, sandbox means gameplay freedom.
Yes,
In
gameplay
ours,
freedom.
It means narrative freedom. We don't think about the quest like the main quest or the side quest. We just have quests. Players will craft their experience through the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
By themselves, and nobody will have the same. And we call it
Narrative sandbox.
Yeah, that's something that really excites me because that means that no two playthroughs will be identical.
Good.
That each player will have a unique experience. And that's the true magic.
Well,
of
they
video
say
games,
that
and
everything will
that's
have a
why I
unique
love
experience,
making
but
them.
certain games don't do it well. I know that Baldur's Gate 3 had a unique experience for a lot of people. That was more sandbox.
That was worth the wait. Now, the best news is that we are just getting started tonight.
Just getting started?
First things first, Dominica, that trailer.
I know, right? And for
I don't even know how long this is.
Out there, good news, we will be dropping the Polish version of the trailer with Polish dubbing on our social media channels right after the stream. So keep an eye on them.
I think a lot of people are going to want to rewatch that trailer, so I bet that they're really, really happy. But
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna get some good snippets out of there.
you mentioned before that the trailer actually serves as the intro to the game.
Yeah.
So everything that we all just saw
We're gonna be playing it.
before the game starts.
Yeah, so the cinematic that takes place 2 years before the events from the game.
Oh.
So 2 years before Coen, our main protagonist, becomes a Dawnwalker.
Okay.
So you can see that in the CGI, he's still very young.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, inexperienced. You see that innocence in him, right? But that will need to change. The world is going to change drastically for him. He will need to grow up. He'll need to mature a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a savage.
So you will see that in the other game assets, he looks a bit differently.
I did wonder why he looked so much younger. Clearly, Coen has had a rough couple of years. I can't wait to work out what happened in between. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Now, but we didn't just meet Coen, right? We met his younger sister, Lunka, as well.
Lunka.
But in the video we just saw, Conrad mentioned that she was healed. So does that mean she wasn't turned into a vampire then?
No, Lunka was indeed healed from the plague.
Okay,
the
that
Black Death,
okay,
by
that
Francis, the
explains it.
vampire
Explains it.
leader of the vampire clique. And turning humans into vampires works a bit differently in our game. But we actually have another duo of devs who are going to talk about it in a moment.
Okay, well then I won't steal their thunder. I'll let them explain it. But I guess what I should ask is, who or what is a Dawnwalker then?
This is such a loaded question. So
Yeah.
many layers to it.
A
honestly.
Dawnwalker.
Okay. So the basic premise is like this. Dawnwalkers look like humans during the day, but they turn into vampires after dusk. But
A
they're
werewolf
not actually
vampire.
humans, and they're not actually vampires. They are something in between.
They're a disease. It's like a disease, a plague or something. Of course.
Now, Dawnwalker itself, it's a brand new IP, right?
Yeah, it is. It is completely original, and I think this is what actually makes this project really special for us, because it's a handcrafted universe, of course, rooted in real history, inspired by some myths and legends, but essentially built by our team from the ground.
Hey, it sounds interesting.
Gamer perspective.
It does, man.
Knowing that you guys have full control, that you've got a vision for how this is going to be, and that you can actually implement that, it's just so exciting. Like,
It's so exciting for us as well.
yeah,
you know?
I can imagine. Now, I could talk about this all day, but we should move on and talk about the art of Dawnwalker, the world and its inhabitants.
Okay, this is what I like here. The concept art
Yes,
and the world building is what I like in
our
these things.
Art director, Bartłomiej Gaweł, and our environment artist, Adam Payet.
And we're also going to hear more about the characters and narrative design as well, right?
Yes, and for that we will meet with our writer, Ariana Sierkiewicz, and our creative director, Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz. Take it away, guys.
Maskriewicz. It's a cool name.
Man, look at this place. That would be perfect for the writing team.
Not just for them. I love storytelling myself. Since I can remember, telling stories through images is what I love to do.
Yeah.
So, when I received the first script for the Dawnwalker, I fell in love with it right away.
I think for me, what got me was the concept art when I first saw those Carpathian villages hugging the mountain slopes, the valleys, forests.
3D looking
and then also
concept
the
art.
muddy streets of
All
Sparta and the
leaves,
long shadow of
dirty,
the cathedral.
dank, with
I
that Plague Tale
always found
Requiem.
very authentic
Kingdom Come
money
Deliverance.
and also very familiar, homely,
Witcher-esque.
and, well, Eastern European.
That's
Not
cool.
just Eastern Europe.
No, yeah.
It's a mix of predominantly Romanian motifs with. Better is that it's a mix of familiar elements with a fresh twist. We all know that vampires are well defined in pop culture and have been around for a long time. So we wanted to create something fresh. So what primarily sets them apart is their teeth. Our vampire teeth keep growing throughout their lives. The older the vampire, the more teeth they have.
Oh, that's
so instead of two sharp teeth, they have a series of needle-like fangs.
Oh my
densely growing
goodness.
From their jaws, often
That's different. That's
magically
clearly
different
different.
parts of their skull as they age. The teeth keep growing
What?
because the vampire can use them to create another vampire. And the mechanism is very simple.
Oh my
The vampire
gosh.
pulls out his fang and drives it into the heart of its victim. Lovely. So what's interesting
That's
is that
so-
our vampire's teeth aren't visible at first. They can extend as the mouth opens, and it looks really creepy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the first time that the animations came through from the character art team, showing the mouth opening and the teeth.
Yeah, that's like
growing.
a
It was
snake. They unhinge the
absolutely
jaw to hide all the teeth.
I loved every bit of it.
I gotta see this gameplay, man. All this talking, man. I get the build-up. I get it.
Algeria, the silver poisoning he got when he was working in the mines is both a blessing and a curse. Because on one hand, it weakens him. On the other hand, it protects him from becoming a vampire fully. So, you know, he gets to traverse both worlds, both the world of humanity and the world of the creatures of the night.
Yeah, well, he was kind of used to dealing with the vampires since it's been like a couple years since Francis took over.
Oh man, she
Now
got
he
a
has
that's a
to
voice right there.
To deal with things like undead lurking in ancient tombs that should
Ooh.
remain closed, kobolds that used to only
The way that
be
looks, it looks
miners going way too deep into the mines, or even Uriashes who used to live.
Oh,
out
dude,
in
this
the
is gonna be
mountains,
cool.
secluded, and now they are in Francis's troops.
What engine is this on, by the way?
They are vastly different.
Oh yeah, they all have their own separate cultures, and well, if you want to deal with them, I would kind of like to you should get to know them a bit, or else you might get tricked because they all have their own
okay.
goals, aspirations. Now
Okay.
that they came out of the
So
shadows,
you know what we gonna do?
like-
We gonna fight them all. We gonna beat their butts.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension. Some of them can cooperate with humans, but mostly it's just new issues, new problems. Nobody
Nah, I ain't gonna listen to them.
But I think this is great because
Humans only, man. You know what I'm
all these
saying?
problems are
Nah,
great,
nah, we don't roll like
material
that.
for us for building all of that content. For example, Francis, he had to normalize this thing for the humanity, convince everyone this is the new normal.
Yeah.
And the way he did this was, first of all, you know, there was a lot of social turmoil. And on the other hand, a lot of deeply held religious beliefs.
That torch is really burning down, ain't it?
He turned himself into this messianic figure. So, for example, he introduced these blood masses where he feeds a human vampire blood, right? And at the same time, they have these other things like punishing criminals with like draining them.
Oh, so he has a code.
But well, you know, some people actually liked it because once Francis came in, he set up a new order of things. He finally got down to business. And
Okay,
he locked the valley off
so
that nobody can touch it. No outside.
he's more
outside influence can
methodical.
touch it. And well, some others did not like it
That's-
so much.
okay.
And they began to.
And they hyping this guy Brentis up. They really hyping this dude up, man.
Like that.
Yeah,
They
so
are.
Either way you look at it, the Veil Sangora will never be the same
Shoot.
again.
Not a chance.
Nah,
That's
he's a
the long
legend in
world
this thing.
building, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. There are so many things we need to remember to make this into a cohesive whole. And at the same time, you have the challenges posed by the open world itself.
Okay, this is what I gotta see.
There's a risk of
How are the actual people in the world involved
handcraft all of it.
in the
And we focus
actual
on telling
main
these unique
characters?
themes we really care about.
How are they
Oh, yeah,
interacting
we
with each
want
other?
to talk about loss, about the meaning of family, about opposing tyranny, about trying to coexist with creatures you've never had to coexist with before.
Well, but that would be difficult to do with just Coen and Brentis, right?
So there's a squad.
Actually, we had to create a whole host of characters,
Good,
and we
okay.
really wanted to avoid having cardboard cutouts, like without motivations, without backgrounds, goals, and ambitions. But,
Well, that's what you do if it's a tabletop
unique
style. You gotta do
characters,
stuff
your
like
goals
that.
and ambitions may overlap, and you befriend them, or it might be the opposite, and you go on a warpath with them. But you know, given the goal that you have ahead of you, it might be good to have some friends to go along with.
Well, but
She reminds me
you
of
could
Siri.
go on your own, right? If you wanted.
Well, yeah, you could just grab a sword and go storm the castle.
Yeah.
But you know, it might be wise to, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
find the rebel cell and try to dismantle Brent's rule with them. Or, I don't know, listen to what an agent from outside of Bales and Gora has to say.
Oh yeah,
Exactly
being
what I
a spy
love how we
is one of the
structured
good
game,
things.
Because, we
Try
offer
a
lot of
double
choice
H, go like
in,
3 different
which
sides.
characters do you want to
That sounds
interact
cool.
with, which you might want to skip
Intriguing.
altogether. And also on top of that, you have this layer of non-linearities where you can decide their fates, but also the fate of Coen and his family.
Yeah, and I really like that because it gives us so much replayability. You can always choose a different path. There's something else waiting there for you.
Yeah, exactly. And also on top of that, you know, get to find all these secrets of Vale Sangora and fill all the blanks and, you know, explore the world.
And yet another path might be lurking within that.
Handcrafted content is all good and well, but on top of that, we also have a number of really cool gameplay systems.
You know,
that further feed into the
just
narrative.
learning filming and stuff. That last scene in the scene she has right there took place at 2 different times. Look how long the actual torch that she has is. This is filmed way earlier than the other one.
But if I talk to someone without feeding first, I might just lose control and I might eat them.
Yeah, I caught that.
And it's not going to be just any random peasant that I won't care about. I can eat my best friend. And I will break my heart. And I will break my quests.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna. Hey man, who knows?
Yeah, definitely. Do you have a fave?
Yeah, I really enjoy the ones that are revolving around Brent's. Because, like, it makes him this active antagonist. You know, this means that he will basically react to what Coen is doing.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably roll like that.
That will hinder your path. So, for example, he might set up military checkpoints that will be on your way.
Oh, he been as a.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And also, you know, it's not just him running the show. It's also his 3 powerful vampire allies.
Yeah, when I saw them in CGI, that was such a hype moment. Finally animated, voiced, and just loved it.
Yeah, and on top of being cool characters,
Man, like I said, this too much world building, man. I wanna. I'm not gonna hate. I want to see it now. You know, you give me hype already. This is what I do. But still.
Well, when it comes to freeing your family, there's one more antagonist. That is time itself, because every time you do something important in the game, when you complete an objective, or you complete a quest, time moves forward.
Yeah, but what I really like about this also is it's not like real time.
So is it a speed run?
You get to control how much of this resource you want to spend, right?
Yeah, you have to manage it wisely, but if you just want to enjoy the view or just take a stroll, you can without stress. But when it comes down to business,
all right, freaking not Wind Waker, Majora's Mask. All right,
handmade quests.
That's gonna play a pivotal point.
Create for this really
I don't.
unique experience.
Ah man.
And you know what? I cannot wait to see what
Me's gonna autosave a lot.
Get up to playing with those systems. I will be there watching it.
Same.
Who this? Who this?
As you can imagine, last 2 years were really intense for us. I want to thank the whole Rebels pack. You are the best, and it's a privilege to work with you. The Blood of Dawnwalker is very special.
Yeah, I'm seeing it special now.
It's first, truly ours. What you have seen so far is only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
In the upcoming months, we will share more with you. But for now, I have one more surprise for you.
The actual gameplay reveal? More music. Okay, gameplay trailer. The world needs what it fears. Ooh. No, in-engine footage. It's not... Okay. So we get an aspect of what he's doing. What the freak? Oh, here we go. Gameplay. This is actual gameplay. That little bit is actual gameplay. That's it. Gameplay reveal summer 2025. So at the Game Awards, not the Game Awards, but the actual not E3 time.
Now do we have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
But first things first, some of those concept arts, I need them.
That was very, that was far too quick. Far too quick, man. We needed to see more. We had to see more.
Well, one of the big things that really, really matters in this game is that time matters. You're only going to have 30 days.
What's that noise?
To make all of your decisions.
Well, it is actually 30 days and 30 nights. So, as Coen, your objective is
That alarm going off in the background?
But how you do it, when you do it.
Prior to the stream going live today.
No, I don't. I didn't click it at all.
Of the time
Sorry, I didn't.
I love it. It makes me so excited to see what's coming. But the fact that decisions are going to matter this game.
It is. It is.
A saga? Oh, this is going to take a long time, man. Long time.
Our world and its secret dark underbelly. So much more to unfold in the future titles.
Okay, interesting.
It just sounds incredible.
But man, this is a reveal, but
honestly,
I wish there was way more gameplay. I wish there was way more gameplay. That snippet's not enough, dude.
Even now, Engine 5, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, answers my question. Unreal Engine 5. Okay.
We filled it to the brim with a cinema perspective. You could already see.
Okay, yep.
The game will be in the third-person perspective.
Good.
Give you that classic action RPG feel.
RPG should be.
Yeah, they really
One
should.
of the things that I learned here about the game, speaking of service elements, there are going to be
No microtransactions, no live service? Good. It doesn't fit in that style of game anyway. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't add that stuff. But they'll probably have, well, they said no microtransactions, no DLC, so.
We did promise coming in, so
okay.
I will ask.
I knew that would happen. It's
2026. Say 2026.
Well, about the release date.
2026.
I'm not quite ready to announce
Told you.
it just yet.
Exactly.
Don't worry. Once we are confident
Spring
about it,
2026.
and we will definitely let all of you guys know as well.
Yeah, because there's no way it's coming out this year.
Join our official social media channels. We will be posting a lot in the upcoming months and giving
Oh, that's cool. So we finally see the GOAT. We finally see this guy.
Yes, and if you just can't wait for more Dawnwalker content, check out the upcoming issue of PC Gamer as well. It's just a few weeks away, and you're going to hear
Oh,
about
look at him.
and the lore of Dawnwalker.
Okay, I like that look, man. It's fresh. Even though it's clean cut, you know.
With that,
it's pretty cool.
We have reached the end of everything we are here to share with you tonight. It has been an absolute privilege.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, dude. So that was the reveal of Dawnwalker from Rebel Wolves. Going off this initial video, it's looking very enticing. It's looking hella enticing. I need to see more gameplay for this game. Reminds me of The Witcher, Plague's Tale Requiem. Oh, like I said, old school Fallout style where shit matters. Baldur's Gate 3, even though I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, I know the legacy of it. So far, there's a lot of cool stuff with it. The new lore or werewolf kind of vampires, the things that's going on in the game. We need more games like that. We do. We always do. We know, like, of course, the microtransaction thing, that's standard in the industry, DLC kind of thing. I don't think they count that as microtransaction, but if they do, that's another thing. But honestly, looking at the graphics and art style for this game, it looks really cool. It does. Like, I like the old English kind of style. I like the British kind of style. I like the European kind of stuff. That it's always been cool. It reminds me of Elder Scrolls and The Witcher, like I said. This is pivotal for a lot of reasons. Gameplay aspect, like I said, choices matter. Are you going to become part of their faction? Are you going to betray them? Are you going to do other aspects of that kind of vein? You know what I'm saying? That right there is what people are intrigued with. Based on this video, this gameplay reveal, the stream, I gotta say, but now we have to wait till summer to see more actual gameplay for it. We saw the little snippet of what happened with it a while ago. We saw that, where he shows him walking out to the open world, and then you see that big monster coming down. It looks like something out of Pinocchio or Bloodborne. You know, when I say Pinocchio, it's, you know, some of the game Lies of P with the little shins like an Elden Ring. That looked dope. Probably gonna have some epic boss battles and such, man. So all I'm gonna say is good job for the reveal and world building, but we need to see more gameplay, and we'll see that in the summer. All right, y'all, like, share, subscribe, peace for some more gaming content.